Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional. Will the audience please remain standing for the posting of the colors?
You can now be seated. Thank you to Dr. First Sergeant Trina Hines, Freedom High School JROTC, and the JROTC Patriot Battalion Color Guard. First Sergeant Hines served 21 years in the United States Army, and this is her 14th year at Freedom High School as a JROTC Army instructor. Please join me in thanking First Sergeant Hines and the Freedom High School JROTC Patriot Battalion Color Guard. Good evening. I'm Amy Jackson Kincaid, Chair of the Board of Trustees here at Western Piedmont Community College. And I am delighted, along with the faculty, administration, Board of Trustees, and guests on this stage, to welcome you to the 2023 commencement. First and foremost, to our graduates, congratulations. You guys have a little bit more energy than our 4 o'clock. Second, welcome to all of the family and friends here to celebrate with your graduate today. I know you are beyond proud. We have all come together at this time to celebrate your hard work, dedication, and your achievement. And you should be tremendously proud of what you have accomplished. As a WPCC alumni myself, I know that you are well equipped to move forward with all the important lessons that your professors have poured into you, that you are now strengthened through the friendships you have built, and today that each of you will walk with confidence to do even greater things. I pray that you are proud to say you are a pioneer and a graduate of Western Piedmont Community College. It is our hopes that you will become an ambassador for your alma mater and inspire others to be educated here as well. Serving on this board for 5 years and board chair for 2, I am thankful for an opportunity to serve and give back to our community in this capacity. WPCC strives to be a strong pillar in this community for the common good. Included in the college vision statement, it states that it is a transformational community leader that empowers all individuals to achieve success. And as you grow, whether it is in a new career, a promotion, or on to higher education, may you always be proud of this day. I hope you too will find some type of way to make a difference in the lives of others and in your communities. Again, on behalf of my fellow trustees, I extend our congratulations and best wishes for your continued success. Thank you. Thank you. I now welcome Jessica Albanil Rangel, who will be graduating today with her Associate in Applied Science degree in Cosmetology, to the lectern for her remarks. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to stand here before you as a fellow graduate of Western Piedmont Community College. Today is a day of celebration, a day we have all been waiting for. It's a day to look and reflect on our past, look forward to the future, but most importantly, to be grateful for the present. I'm also proud to represent our cosmetology program, a program that has given me not only the skills I need to succeed in my career, but also the confidence to pursue my dreams. Let's take a moment and reflect on our time here at WPCC. We have spent countless hours in classes, studying, commuting, and balancing work, school, and family. But it has all been worth it. We have gained knowledge, skills, and friendships that will stay with us for a lifetime. I remember being in math class, struggling to understand the concepts and wondering how any of this was ever going to be useful to me as a cosmetologist. But let me tell you, life is full of unexpected lessons, and even the things that we thought were irrelevant can come back and help us in surprising ways. We all have stories of perseverance, of pushing through difficult times and achieving our goals. And I would like to share a part of my story with you today. My story begins in 1995 when my parents and I immigrated to the U.S. from Mexico. As an undocumented student with DACA, I faced many uncertainties, and my path to graduation was not a straight line. I was the first to attend higher education in my family, so we navigated uncharted territory together. I graduated high school as an honor student in 2012, and I was so excited to begin my college journey. I was accepted to all the colleges that I applied to, so I started going to orientation meetings with my family and a close family friend. And everything was going so well until we started talking about tuition. You see, being undocumented, I had to pay out-of-state tuition, and I didn't qualify for public scholarships or financial aid. I was awarded a private scholarship, but it only covered 30% of my tuition. From there, I opted to attend community college where I would still have to pay out-of-state tuition, but it was much less. Then my family and I experienced financial hardships, and I had to put everything on hold. But I never gave up on my dreams. I wanted to go back to college, but it just didn't seem possible financially. But that's when a friend of mine reminded me to have faith. and she encouraged me to ask questions and visit colleges, make phone calls, and when I did, the doors began to open. My current employer, to whom I'm eternally grateful to, sponsored me, and along with the help of my family, my dream became a reality. And I stand here today as a proud graduate with an associate's degree in cosmetology. Through it all, I've learned that we are all capable of overcoming obstacles and achieving our goals, but we can't do it alone. We owe a debt of gratitude to our families, friends, and loved ones who've supported us through thick and thin, to our professors and mentors who've guided us with wisdom and patience, to our staff and the entire WPCC community for their unwavering support. And to my parents who don't speak English, I'd like to take a moment and say, Mami, Papi, thank you. Gracias por estar aquí hoy. Siempre me han apoyado y han creído en mí, aun cuando yo no lo hacía. Gracias por ser mis mejores maestros. Los amo. Mom and Dad, thank you for being here today. You have supported me and believed in me even when I didn't myself. Thank you for being my best teachers. I love you. My husband once told me a story that helped me when the path ahead seemed foggy. It's a story about two elephants walking through a dense fog. One of them became very overwhelmed and said to the other elephant, "Can you see where we're going? I can't see anything." And the elephant said, "No, I can't, but I can see my feet. Can you see that?" The elephant said, "Yes, I can see my feet." So the elephant said, "Let's focus on that, on our next step, and we will slowly reach our destination." This story reminds us to keep moving forward without worrying about how long it might take us to get there and to enjoy the journey. It has taught me the importance of taking things one step at a time and focusing on the small victories that lead to greater success. And there is a verse from Galatians that's also inspired me, and I hope it may do the same for you today. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. This reminds us that success does not happen overnight and that it takes time and effort to achieve our goals. My fellow classmates, graduates, this is not the end of our journey, and I encourage all of you to continue to pursue your passions with courage and determination. And when the path becomes foggy, take a moment, look back, and see how far you've already come. Then focus on your next step and move forward. Hold on to the lessons learned, the memories we've made, and the people who have made it possible. Let's go out into the world and make a difference using our education, our talents, and our experiences to shape the future. The future is bright, and we are ready for it. And before I go, to all my fellow cosmetology graduates, remember, when in doubt, just add more hairspray. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you. Don't see why I have to follow that. My name's Joel Welch, and I have the honor of serving as the 7th president of Western Piedmont Community College, and it is my great pleasure to add my personal greetings to the audience, the graduates, and welcome all of you, family members, friends, pets that you snuck in, to our graduation ceremony. To our graduates, you made it. Congratulations. You are the center of attention today. We're gathered to honor our students, the students of the graduating class of 2023. These students whose desire for learning and aspirations to transform their life led them to enroll at Western Piedmont. Before we proceed with the ceremony, I want to recognize several individuals who are here this afternoon to participate in this celebration of students' achievement. First, a group of very dedicated and supportive individuals who give so unselfishly of their time and energy to Western Piedmont, our Board of Trustees. If you would stand as I call your name, please do. You've already heard from Miss Amy Kincaid, the Chair of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Rod Harrelson, Vice Chair of the Trustees, Mr. Malone McNeely, Miss Kimberly Kling, Mr. Alan LaCroix, and Mr. Bill Lennon. Please give them a hand. You may be seated. Next, it is a great privilege to acknowledge the administration of the college, the deans, and our senior administration who work so well together to ensure the great work that goes into our students, this operation of our institution. The senior staff of Western Piedmont, please stand as I call your names and remain standing. Dr. Cindy Davies, our Vice President of Academic Affairs and Workforce Development, Ms. Sandy Holman, Vice President of Administrative Services, Ms. Susan Burley, Vice President for Student Success and Support Services, Ms. Stacy Scholler, who's the Executive Assistant to the President and our Trustee Liaison. She's not on stage, but she's making sure we all got to the right spot, so definitely appreciate her work personally a lot. She does a lot for the college. Our college deans, Ms. Beverly Berry, Dean of Health and Human Services, Dr. Anne Marie Radasowitz. I get close. We call her Dr. Rad. So she is the Dean of our Arts and Sciences. Mr. Michael Daniels, Dean of Applied Technologies. Mr. Rick First, Dean of Workforce Development and Continuing Education. And Dr. Tu Vang, Dean of Student Services. Please give these dedicated Western Piedmont administrators a hand. Thank you. You may be seated. Next, I want to acknowledge our representatives with Burton Middle College and Career and College Promise who are seated on stage with us today. We have 22 graduates from Burton Middle College and 12 CCP graduates who will be receiving degrees from Western Piedmont even before they receive their high school diplomas later this month. Dr. Christy Abernathy, Principal, and Miss Suzanne Crawford, Guidance Counselor and College Liaison. Please give them a hand. Next, a group of individuals without whom we could not operate the college. You may not be aware that WPCC consistently outperforms many of the other North Carolina community colleges on our mandated performance measures. And our surveys indicate that the students are pleased with the education they receive, and they consistently recommend us to their friends and family. WPCC is a college of excellence because we have the best, most dedicated faculty and staff of any college that I know. We do not say thank you enough to these individuals, so please join me in thanking our faculty and staff of Western Piedmont Community College as they stand to receive your applause. You may be seated. We are truly blessed to have such a great faculty and staff that demonstrate on a regular basis how much they care about our students. And that's just something that goes to our heart. Finally, while I express my gratitude to those individuals who figure so prominently in our college, I want to thank those individuals who are not on stage, but made what goes on up here possible. Please help me thank the staff who helped make this graduation event happen, our student services staff who are in the back, on the side. Please give them a round of applause. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce our speaker for the evening, Mr. Russell Smyre, Sr. Mr. Smyre is a husband, father, mentor, with a mission to help people discover and develop their purpose and add value to their lives. He is considered a renowned voice of peace within his community through his humble, distinguished character. Mr. Smyre has over 30 years of professional experience in leadership development designed to help people reach their potential in their spiritual and professional journey. He has a Bachelor of Arts degree in Pastoral Studies from Vintage Bible College, as well as a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and a Master's in Executive Leadership, both from Liberty University. Currently, he is pursuing his PhD in organizational leadership at North Central University. He is the Executive Director of Facilities Management and a Cabinet Member for Catawba College in Salisbury, North Carolina, and a General License Contractor in North Carolina. As I said earlier, we need to sign you up to teach. Mr. Smyre, through his nonprofit Faith in Action, is dedicated to mentoring young men utilizing a holistic initiative entitled Every Father. The goal of the program is to help them develop into responsible men and assist them in understanding their manhood as well as their fatherhood. The objectives of the program will help them in being successful men, equipped to be leaders of their families and positive role models within their community and church. Mr. Smyre stresses the value of being present and taking responsibility for one's own choices, decisions, and future. And as you hear tonight, that philosophy on leadership, not just for men, but it applies to our women and all of our graduates to inspire you to be leaders. And as we say in our vision, to be transformative community leaders, which is what we want you to be as you go out. Mr. Smyre is the devoted husband of Dr. Patricia Smyre, and their 36-year marriage has produced 4 children, 3 sons, Dr. Christopher L. Smyre, Russell L. Smyre Jr., P.E., Dr. Scott A. Smyre, and 1 daughter, Theodora S. Williams. The Smyres also enjoy spending time with their 3 grandchildren, Amaya, Aiden, and Titan. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the lectern Mr. Russell Smyre, Sr.
Believing is everything. Everyone makes decisions based on a belief system. And your belief system is shaped by 4 factors. No matter whether that belief is right, wrong, or indifferent, it's shaped typically by 4 different things. It is shaped by your environment. It is shaped by the credible people in your life, and credible don't mean they're right, it just means you believe them. It is also shaped by your life experience, and it's also shaped by repetitious information. The challenge in life is all of those things, your environment, your credible people, life experience, and repetitious information, when you're growing up, you don't get to choose any of those. You get what you get based upon the household that you're born in. But in order to maximize life, I believe that it's important that you discover who you are going to become so that you can update the belief system to not only support where you came from, but to support where you're going in life. Because I believe that when life comes at us, we have to continually update ourselves to be the best version of who we are. When we look at manufacturers and they make phones and they make cars and they produce many other things, they're always updating their product so that it can be the best version based upon the time that it is operating in. And they want to make sure that their product can be a solution to problems that currently exist, so they update it to the latest, greatest version. Phones update. Now, the problem with updates and the challenge with updates is, you ever looked at your phone when you get that update? It always comes at an inconvenient time. And most people will do what I do and say, I'm going to postpone it until a later time. But I want to encourage you that not only do we need to update phones, but we also need to update who we are, so that we can be the best version of ourselves as we move forward. And I'll encourage you that when your update comes, it's going to be important that you don't put the pause button and put the delay because it came at an inconvenient time. I want to congratulate you because you're getting ready to make a transition into a next step of life. Whether you're going to continue your education, whether you're going to move into the workforce, or whatever the assignment that may be for your next season in your time. But I want to encourage you to understand that the purpose that exists within you, and I did say within you, your purpose is not behind you, it's not in front of you, but it is inside of you. And so when you walk into a space, you bring your purpose with you. And you want to be able to function and be able to understand that the purpose that you have for your life is designed to solve a problem in a situation and in a circumstance. When you go to an organization, they will hire you if you can solve their problem. And I want to tell you this and encourage you that he or she that solves problems gets paid. And so you want to identify, what is my purpose? What is my why? What is my reason for existence in this season and time? And I will say that your purpose is always connected to a season and time. So timing becomes everything. You have to know when to move in and when to move out. You have to know when to speak and when not to speak. You have to know when to fill out the application and know when to say, no, that's not who I am, because you want to be the best version of yourself as you step into your next season. Now, I will say this, that when you look at your environment, your credible people, the life experience, the repetitious information, it manages what the decisions we make, the choices we make. And the worst thing that we can do is step into the next season with an outdated belief system. So you want to learn how to update who you are. And how do you do that? I believe that you update who you are by being able to answer 5 questions. The first question is a personality question. It is, who are you? Who are you? Can you define who you are and look at your character and your essence of who you are? Who do you exist to be? Can you define that with clarity? Because clarity is important. And so you answer the first question, who are you? This question, again, is a personality question. It deals with your uniqueness. It deals with your character. It deals with your nature. Did you know that there are almost over 8 billion people in the world, but nobody has your fingerprint and nobody has your DNA? You are unique. You are designed to do something that nobody else can do. So you have to discover what that is and bring it to the table. Because you are valuable, you are significant, you are important. Your words have meaning, and you have to believe that and set your mind that who I am is so important, that I'm so uniquely designed that nobody can mimic who I am and nobody can be who I am, because I am created in a special way, in a unique way, that when I walk in the room, nobody can impersonate me when I'm being myself, because you want to be the best version of yourself. The second question you want to answer is, ask yourself and define, is a passionate question. What do you love to do? This is who I am, but this is what I love to do. And these things are interconnected, because when you can discover what you love to do, you will always have energy. You'll always have an appetite. You'll always have this desire to do something unique, and work won't be work for you because it's passion for you. It's something that you just enjoy doing. The third question is a question that is centered around the people or the people group that you serve. Because at the end of the day, life is about bringing a service and offering a service to a particular people or people group. It could be an old group. It could be a younger group. It could be a gender group. It can be defined many different ways. But you want to understand, what people group do I exist to serve? And then the fourth question is, what do they really want or need? What this people group really want to need? Because when you answer those first 4 questions, you get you to a place, and then you step into the 5th one, which is really a question that deals with potential. What is the significance of me being who I am, doing what I love for the people group that I do it for, meeting their wants and needs? When you can define that, you understand now, and you put all of that in one sentence, it will cause you now to have been discovered, your purpose, your reason for existence, and the gift that has been placed inside of you that you want to serve to the world. I want to tell you this, that Apple is always updating its product. Microsoft is always updating its product. But I want to encourage you that just because you're going to graduate in just a few moments, I want to encourage you to update who you are and make sure now that who you are is up to date. It's in the season, it's in the rhythm, it's in the time for the place that may be assigned to your life that you're going to be doing and serving to the world. And I want to leave you with these 3 thoughts. Always know who you are. Always have confidence in who you are. Even if someone else can't understand it, you need to understand it. Number 2, I want you to make sure that you always update your belief about life, about who you are, to support who you are becoming. Most people have a to-do list, but I want to encourage you to have a to-be list. Who are you going to be in 5 years? Who are you going to be in 10 years? Who are you going to be when you walk into that office and you put in that application? Who are you going to be in that organization? And then thirdly, because we often have bumps in the road, and we have experienced those, that if you ever have a bad experience, something they do in restaurants, especially the higher end restaurants, when you go in there and you have your first course meal, you have your salad, they often sometimes will bring you out a palate cleanser to cleanse so that you can enjoy the main course. I want to encourage you all that if you have had a bad experience in life, don't forget to get the palate cleanser so that you can enjoy the next transition of leadership role that you're going to step into, because the main course that's coming to you is nothing like you've ever seen before, but you want to be ready when that time comes. Thank you so much, and thank you for your time.
On behalf of Dr. Cindy Davis, I now ask the candidates for graduation to please stand. President Welch, I am honored to speak on behalf of the faculty of Western Piedmont Community College to present to you these candidates for graduation. I certify that these persons have fulfilled the graduation requirements for the respective programs of study as prescribed by the college and the North Carolina Community College system, and recommend that you confer upon them the degrees and diplomas for which they have qualified.
We're almost there. Candidates, you have prepared for the next stage in your life by completing a prescribed program of study. Whether you choose to continue your formal education at a 4-year college or university, continue employment in your chosen field, or begin employment in a new career, you will be faced with the challenges of adjusting to a constantly changing world in the 21st century. Our world continues to become more complex, requiring that we master the technological, scientific, and humanistic skills which contribute to the development of our society. The foundation you have received at Western Piedmont will enable you to think critically, to reason logically, and to judge wisely, both in your careers and in your daily lives. Western Piedmont Community College has prepared you well for whatever path you choose, but I urge you to remember that your education is not ending, it is just beginning. Make a commitment at this ceremony to become lifelong learners and continually hone the skills that you have obtained in your time here. Before we move on, I need a picture. I like it. I like it. Follow me on Twitter, WPCC Prez. Keep up with the college. You are why we do what we do, and I love having memories of you because you are why I get up and come to work every day. So now, with the exception of the first row, graduates, please be seated. The graduates will come forward as their names are called to receive their degrees and diplomas. Now, the first of our deans will come to the lectern as we begin presenting our awards.
Division of Applied Technologies. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science, Accounting and Finance. Jason Dale Carswell, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Nicole Cohen, High Honors. Angelica Hamby, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Accounting and Finance and Business Administration. Heather Ventimiglia. Building Construction Technology, Benjamin Walker Browning. Business Administration, Lainey Michelle Gregory. Gabrielle D. Weller, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Computer Engineering Technology, Isaac Abel Cedino. Elsa Carolina Mendez Augustin, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Cosmetology, Jessica Abenil Rangel, High Honors. Taylor Browning. Brooke Nicole Burrell, High Honors. Alice Cross. Brenda N. Guardian Cariappa, High Honors. Brandy L. Jones, high honors. Rain E. Ledford, high honors. Lily Ross, honors. Leanna Brooke Seagraves, high honors. Shanti Vasquez, high honors. Elizabeth Vines, honors. Carrie Ward, high honors. Autumn C. Yelton, Phi Theta Kappa. Criminal Justice Technology. Destiny Cheyenne Bartlett, high honors. Brooklyn Faith Helms, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Maria Isabella Rodriguez Morales. Digital Effects and Animation Technology. Jacob Cox, high honors. Miles C. Thomas, honors. Early Childhood Education, Career Track. Abigail Caroline Rowland, high honors. Jessica Waycaster, Phi Theta Kappa, honors. Horticulture Technology. Tisa Lee Hines Bendib, honors. Emily K. Caudell. Christopher Lee Mays. Industrial Systems Technology and Mechatronics Engineering Technology. Joshua Harrison Britton. Information Technology. Matthew Allen Capilla, high honors. Dalton Suits, high honors. Mechatronics Engineering Technology. Will Elgardo Chavez Mejia. Hunter Todd Green. Pedro Pascual. Luis Fernando Pedro, high honors. Eric Joham Velasquez. Medical Office Administration, Laura Pittman, honors. Vanessa Saunders St. Aubin, Phi Theta Kappa, honors. Office Administration, Sarah Allison Bell. Kristen Nicole Campos Corneo, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Bradley Scott Williams. Paralegal Technology, Jennifer L. Cohen, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Aaliyah Googe, high honors. Megan Mackenzie Jordan. Bethany Elise Yount. Simulation and Game Development, Aiden Allen Hunt, honors. Welding Technology, Jason Eugene Coleman, honors. Jesse Goulet. Megan Rose Hennessy. Joshua Lee Price. Division of Health and Human Services. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science. Human Services Technology, Kinley Dawn Blackburn. Human Services Technology with a concentration in addiction and recovery studies. Heather Deanne Cooper, high honors. Allison Lynn Galetta, high honors. Division of Workforce Development and Continuing Education. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science, Professional Crafts Clay. Haley Farrell Lay, high honors. Maureen Elizabeth Reddy, high honors. Brittany Shantae Royal, honors.
Burke Middle College, candidates for the degree of Associate in Arts. Larkin Karis Bowman. Justice Omari Foster. Lana Grace Huffman. Mackenzie Rivers Huffman. Fatima Mariquin Miguel. Honors. Michaela Cheyenne McLean. Esmeralda Estrella Mejia Tecum, high honors. Om Patel, high honors. Emma C. Pendlin, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Callista Porch, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Ella Greer Stiles, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Emma Rose Diane Wisnant, Burke Collegiate Scholar, honors. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Science. Colby W. Anderson, high honors. Mahaley C. Grigg. Kira Angeline Hawkins, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Nikki Shwana Herr, Burke Collegiate Scholar. Rafael Angel Lopez Geronimo. Ateria Elin Melvin, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Priya Ravi Patel. Matthew Wellman, high honors. Career and College Promise, candidates for the degree of Associate in Arts. Brianna Jade Baker, High Honors. Holland Klein, High Honors. Maribeth Huffman, High Honors. Noah Glenn Kerstetter, High Honors. Emma Lewis, Honors. Ava Brooke Michaels. Ashley Say Pwok, High Honors. Lainey Stinson. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Science. Reagan Ivy Bridges. Zachary Hiley, High Honors.
Since we now have props, we've got to make another picture. That's the one that'll be on Twitter. One of the most interesting things about Western Piedmont is not that we wear glasses at graduation. It is about how many people in this area have a connection to the college. I suspect we have many proud WPCC graduates here today, and I think it would be great to see how many of those past graduates are in the audience. So before the graduating class of 2023 is officially presented, I ask all persons in the audience and on stage who are WPCC alumni to honor our new graduates by standing. Please stand. Please remain standing. Our alumni, please remain standing. As you look around, this is the legacy of this college. So I ask that these alumni who are part of our WPCC family to please stand while we confer degrees. Will the Western Piedmont Community College class of 2023 please rise? And now, by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Western Piedmont Community College, the North Carolina Community College System, and the state of North Carolina, and in recognition of the completion of your prescribed programs of study and all other requirements of Western Piedmont Community College, I take great pleasure and hereby conferring your degrees and diplomas to you, together with all rights and privileges thereof. Give them a hand. Graduates, the tassel on your mortarboard is currently on the right, which is the traditional location for students who have not completed their degree. Degree completers wear their tassels on the left. We degree completers would like to ask you to join us in our ranks. So please raise your left hand, your other left hand. Now grasp that tassel and move it to the left, signifying your acceptance into the ranks of degree completers. Graduates, you are officially recognized as the Western Piedmont graduating class of 2023. Audience, please rise and give a great big hand to our new graduates. We ask the audience, our graduates, to please remain standing for the retiring of colors.
Will the audience please be seated and remain seated for the recessional?